Okay, so I'm in my bedroom. There's people asleep everywhere, and I've been up forever. So I was like, I'm gonna go record. There's there was something. I watched Evil somewhere yesterday. There was so many things happening. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this, but then you can't really go in and start saying too much because then you're giving away spoilers. But I just there's just things like, for one of the characters, they make it really clear that this stuff is in your head. So this is like, it's hard to explain to people who, if they don't understand it really, like that this is an illusion, that this is, we're creating this. And so when you like go into dreams and stuff with your consciousness, you're really going there. Your consciousness is really having those experiences. Those experiences are just the same to your consciousness as this experience. I mean, you may learn more in this experience, but I'm saying that everything, even if it seems like a dream to you, that's a dream to this being. It's not a dream to your consciousness. It's an experience. And, just like we leave our bodies at night, we're tethered, but we don't stay in there and sleep. We don't need to stay in there and sleep. We go do stuff. We dream. We go interact with other people and, well, if you want to call them people, other beings. And so I like how that they have, that this thing is always attacking her in her dreams, because that's what it has to get into this certain state in your brain. And I don't know all of the different states, beta, alpha, all of that stuff, but that's when they can do that whole thing, because I've had it happen before where they freeze your body, but then they are attacking you, like not attacking in the way that we think, but in your head, like it is you, you're experiencing it. And then plus when it happened to me, like I said before, like I could feel the weight of this energy and this heat that it was putting out. And I felt like it was this big, sweaty, fat guy who was just angry and, I don't know, hated me because I was a teenager. But he couldn't do anything to me but intimidate me and stuff. And he was always sit in the vents and stare and stuff. Or if he's sitting in the ceiling, I don't know. But you always had to be watching up there because you could feel him staring at you all the time. But couldn't do anything. That's where they manipulate stuff about with ghosts and stuff. It's very difficult to manifest an energy and do stuff like move things. Like if you go back to that movie Ghost, and he's trying to teach him how to move things and how it's so hard to direct your energy. Well, yeah. See, so most ghosts don't have that power, that energy. They're just like a stuck energetic imprint that's, got stuck with something or is confused. So, a confused spirit is out wandering around. You really think that they are so capable? The ones that do things, it is, more energies can gravitate towards each other. And so, like in a portal opening, and stuff can come through. Then the darker energies, they can manifest or control each other or something. Like, I don't know all of the different things. I know, like, in that one haunted house, there was just, like, all different spirits. And that other one where it seemed like some kind of portal opened, that one that was the woman was so active about doing stuff. She just really did not. I know she didn't want me. I think she was confused about my husband. I think she thought it was her husband, but I knew she didn't want me there. And but then getting that weird animal print on the mirror, then I think that there's definitely what we would consider demons and devils and stuff like that, but that's like a physical form for an energy source. And so the energy sources there's all kinds. There's every type. So of course there's got to be evil. How would we even know what was good if we didn't know what was evil? Like, you have to have everything. And there's one thing that DiStefano or whatever, the guy on initiation I talk about all the time, that he said that I totally related to too, is that he said in I think he called it the 6th or 7th dimension, and he said it's where good and evil both have come together. And he said, when you are like at the, say the at one of the tables, like the Confederation or whatever, and you're making rules or whatever for the universe, then the people who I just totally lost my train of thought. Okay, I was talking about that. Sometimes I feel like I just do it to myself. I start questioning myself. And I've heard so much more lately about people talking about the communication and people, you're an antenna, you're picking up on it, like so many more people are understanding it. But I just, I know that there's a lot of people who don't understand it at all. So, I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh, it drives me crazy. I've got so many things I want to talk about. But, so, anyways, in that show, Evil, I really liked how that she has a complete awareness, that she has more control, because it's like in this dream state, like she can get herself into a lucid dreaming and go against this spirit. And then the other guy, who I kind of relate to him, he just sees everything, through a spiritual kind of way of looking at life. And that is how I look at life. And but he's being directly haunted because he has an awareness of the spirit, so he's being directly haunted by one that just won't leave him alone. But in truth, we have more control than that. You can banish, you have dominion over your own space, over your own energy. You can banish energy away from you, and that's how you can do clearing ceremonies and stuff like that. Like if you're having a lot of bad dreams, haunted dreams and stuff like that, and you feel like you have some sort of attachment and you don't want it to be there, you have to take charge of that. You have to command it, you have to demand it. There's universal laws in every spirit. You have to abide by the energetic laws of the universe. You can't be invading in other people's space so when you command them to go, they have to go. And the thing I was talking about with the evil ones, how they can kind of, bind together, and create these haunting experiences in houses, but it's also the people's energy. That's why some people can move into a house and have no activity, and other people can move in and it's just high energy activity. It's because it's also you interacting with that energy, and that's why you don't feed into it. You don't feed into fear. You command it, you demand it, you take dominion over your space, and it has to abide by it. So yeah, if you're having problems with that, a lot of nightmares and stuff, you need to do clearings and stuff and take control. And that is part, I think, where people are really misled about, is that, like ghosts and spirits and, can just come and, you have no control and you can't see them, so you're fighting this unknown thing. But that's just not the way it really is. That's in the movies what they've used to get people scared of these things, because they don't want us to be focused on it. They don't want us to have our own understanding of our own power, our own our own energetic imprint and stuff like that. And so, there's some things in that show that I think are really cool, and I like. There's a lot of stuff so far. I think I'm on episode 6. And there's two seasons, and I think one of the seasons is 12 episodes, but I'm not sure about the other one. So anyways, I have a few to go. A lot of shows just become disappointing. So, but there was another thing too that I watched yesterday, because we were watching, the kids really wanted to watch Night of the Museum. They love that. Those Night of the Museum movies. They're really cute. If you've got little kids and they haven't seen those yet, oh, yeah, my grandkids got so excited, just like my kids did when they first saw it. So that's a good one to pull out of the old cupboard and dust off. I think there's 3 or 4 of them too, and they were all pretty fun. But there was something else that we watched, and it had something, because it made me think about some spiritual thing too. I keep thinking about my grandson keeps watching Shameless. I watched it a long time ago, but then there's so much stuff that I feel like they they want us to idolize just trashy behavior, They want us to all just become like in that movie. That's what they're doing, is just creating all this ignorant, garbagey, no class, no dignity, just scraping the barrel to survive kind of, in their AI controlled beings that are little slaves that, I don't know, don't need to have sex, they can't procreate. I don't even know who knows how many, maybe there's several different groups right now got their hands in the scientific lab of human beings. I don't know, because some of this stuff just is so, it just is so weird, But, if you want to hoard all the money, if you want all the money, you want control of all the people, and the stuff that they've gotten away with, like, because of doing, like, the stuff about maritime law and admiral law, like, the laws of the sea are different than the land, and so that they've been able to do more harm to us, but, and then the whole stuff with the corporation, and what they've been able to do with that, oh, man. But, now it's all ending, the maritime law and all that, all their enslavement systems, the corporation, the banking systems, all of it, is all going now. Thank God. God, life is going to be so different. Just breaking free from all of those chains that people don't even know they're chained down to right now. But those of us who know we're breaking free, it just feels fucking good. I remember what it was. It was something about, death and spirit. That'll have to come to me. But I wanted to also talk about, so many things, and then my brain gets so full, and then I'll think, I write notes down. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this, I'm gonna talk about that, and some of the things I'll be like, I'll for sure remember this, definitely. And then I get up in the morning, and it's like clean slate, and I'm grasping for every little, is there anything that I can carry forward? Like, yesterday when we were watching the Night of the Museum movie, I was like, are you sure we watched this? Because I don't remember any of this. And I'm like, yes, Grandma, we watched it. I told you we watched it. It's like, are you sure I was there? Because that's how much it is. It's weird when you have a brain injury and people tell you do, because you have no connection to it. None. It's just still sleeping. It's really snore like, really trying to sleep here. She's so cute. She takes up the whole damn bed. I have a king size bed. She takes up the whole bed, and I get like this little tiny edge. I don't know. If I end up having another human join me in my bed, I think I'm gonna have to get a new bed and let her have this bed, because she takes over the whole thing. There's no room. She's gonna have to have her own big old bed. And she literally, like, my kids will be like, well, maybe she's a twin size. She can't, she's huge. I mean, she's huge. She definitely needs a big old bed. A queen would be okay with her just by herself, but she definitely prefers a king, even in the middle of the night. She gets up and whines and cries because it's so difficult for her to move around. She needs much more space. God, she's so cute. God, I love that girl. Okay, there was something else. I'm going to check my notes because there was a bunch of other stuff I want to talk about. And sorry if it just is like all over the place. I feel like my brain's all over the place. Everybody's going to be leaving tomorrow. Oh, that's one of the things I'm going to talk about too, was the weather. So I'll pick that up here in a second.